Grand Rising to the collective detectives. How y'all doing tonight? Technically, it's the Risings. Okay, it is 3 a.m. where I am. And yeah, we got a whole lot to talk about. As y'all can see, based off of the thumbnail on the screen, there are a few things we need to revisit and investigate. So if you're new here, I'm Lady Isis, your favorite spiritual detective. And yes, see, I'll be looking at the comments while I'm trying to talk. Hey, y'all. See y'all in the chat. Hey, Miss Sexy Ray. Hey, Tay. Miss Charlotte. Thank you for the super sticker. We got some things to talk about on the red table tonight. Hey, Q. Okay, I'm trying to make sure I got my angle right. Can y'all see me? Okay, I'm good like this. Hey, Jessica. Hey, Shauna. You're welcome, Tay. I hope you had a fabulous birthday, okay? And I'm doing great. Shout out to Miss Sexy Ray for dropping those links. And shout out to y'all for patiently waiting. I started a little late today. But you know how I go. So welcome. Shout out to all my supporters. The mod, shout out to you. Shout out to the lead mod in the chat, Miss Sexy Ray. Shout out to the Bushwatchers. Shout out to the ones in the back, the Roaches, and everybody else. The silent supporters, thank y'all too. Appreciate you. Shout says they're trying to tell me that Cash Girl is a nurse. Listen to me. A nurse is a mandated reporter. If a nurse set on information like that, and then in a case such as this, one release like she did, well, I don't believe that she is a nurse, based off of her profile. But again, I don't know. It just don't give nurse. They don't give nurse. And I don't think a nurse would want to put her livelihood on the line like that. From what I've seen, she was a top flight security of the world. Angela, she say, hey, SD gang. Shout out to you, Angela. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, not nurse vibes. I don't know about that. Say everywhere else in the US, yeah. Say who is the Cash Girl? Okay, Q. The Cash Girl is from about, I think, 2 lives ago that I did, where she was claiming that she secretly recorded Shannon and Marquita asking questions about the case in Naziyah and things like that, but she did not upload the full videos of her secretly recording them. She kind of stopped, I guess, because she didn't want to deal with the backlash that was coming from the public and the opinions and the questions that people had. So she kind of backed out. So I don't even know if she has the actual recordings or if she just have those few recordings that she showed or what. But she kind of inserted herself in this case, claiming to have information that I guess she felt the public needed and not the police and the detectives that's over the case. But yeah, she backed out. So I don't know if she plans on posting it or not. You say not nurse vibes at all. Yes, then don't give that. You say, but like you said, she could be. If she is, um, maybe not a registered nurse, maybe or not a licensed practitioner nurse either. Practical nurse, LPN, maybe like a caregiver, something like that. No offense to anybody, because I've been a caregiver. I'm just saying, like, I don't think she want to put that on the line like that. Okay, I remember her. Yeah. Okay. She drove. She drove from how long? She drove. The girl Cash drove, she said 14 hours. But according to her latest post that she claimed that she's no longer posting anything else about her experience with um Shannon and Marquita, she claimed that she was already going to Detroit anyway. That's when she was like, well, she had plans in Detroit anyway. She just decided to pull up on Shannon and them. So who the hell knows? Like, I don't know. But I ain't got to get yourself into the case to begin with. So if you're gonna say it, say it. If you're not, we moving along. Because the objective is to expose the lies, the deception, and the people involved. Okay, and to question everything about this case because it's all questionable and they lie. So with that said, nobody was looking for her in the first place. Nobody was like, we literally didn't know she existed till she mentioned Naziyah's name. So yeah, that's that. And I'm not sure if I believe her either. What I will say is the video footage that she did upload is indeed Shannon and Marquita. That's something that we absolutely cannot deny. We can't deny that, but we need more information. And she had to understand that a lot of people are passionate about this case. A lot of people wonder what happened. Where is Naziyah? If she's still alive, do they have the concrete evidence to prove that she is not alive? Did she have the baby? Is Shannon and Ned and Marquita and other family members involved? Like, it's a lot of questions. And then to like toy with the public like that and then decide that you don't want to post something because you can't take the backlash or the questions or just upload it. I see that she started a YouTube channel like I mentioned in my last live as well, and it ain't much on there either, just the same videos that she posted about Naziyah on her TikTok. She posted it to YouTube, so it's nothing there either. So it's coming off like a distraction, something just to get the public riled up, possibly rage bait, because at this point it's like, what's your point? And people are angry in the comments. Why would you hold them so long and then wait till right before Jarvis is going to court to do some ass like that, talking about I ain't remember that was on my phone, that's some shit. You're right, Shauna. I'm with you on that. Because I'm telling y'all, if I would have secretly recorded them or whatever the case was, I would have immediately, first off, if it was something that was incriminating, I would have absolutely called the police, first of all. Secondly, I would have been uploading some stuff to y'all so y'all can know and hear and we can investigate some shit, because I ain't got nothing to hide. But that's when you're really passionate about something and you're not really, to me, looking for something in return. It's just something that you want to talk about. She did not act like she cared about the case. Although she was asking questions in the video about the case, specifically in regards to like we mentioned before in the last live, a lot of the topics was viral topics regarding this case in particular. So she absolutely has been keeping up with the case, but I don't know. I'm not even going to spend too much time and energy talking about it no more, because for what? For what? Y'all can go and look and go to the other lives of mine that I did if you want to catch up. But yeah, it's just too much. You said Cloud just wanted to that money put in his eyes. Yep, possibly. Possibly. So yes, y'all. Boss T, you talking about we was talking about the girl Cash that came forward. But I'm not going to repeat it because I don't want to take too long on what it is that I want to discuss tonight, which is the thumbnail that you see on the video. I don't know why it's skipping so bad like that. Can y'all see me? It's skipping horribly. I can see it. And the crazy thing is, I got new Wi-Fi now. Okay. Well, it's skipping. I don't like that. Okay, let me put me up in the corner like that and just leave it like that because I don't know what the deal is. Okay. Now, so a few things. There is a video that I'm going to play at the end of this live because, like I said, I don't want it to be too long. But there is a video that I want to play at the end of the live. There is a guy who's claiming to have called a number that was on a list at the pretrial. And when someone sent me that video, shout out to you, somebody sent me the video, and I went to the video and I wanted to listen to what he had to say because he called one of the numbers that was on the list, outgoing to Jarvis and incoming to Jarvis, a few numbers, right? And I remember at that time when we was going over the pinpoints, like where Jarvis's phone was pinning at, right? I did a couple of videos about that a couple months ago, I don't know. But it was something that really stood out to me. A few numbers, it was a lot of numbers a lot of calls he made, right? But one of the numbers, he had spoke to this particular number for about 2 minutes. 2 minutes. And at the time I was like, it's something to them phone numbers, but you know, and I have tried to call on myself too, but I don't get I don't get an answer. And I could tell, like, when the voicemail come on, that it's a text now number. But this guy is claiming to have spoken to somebody from one of the numbers ending in, I believe it was 50. Hold on, let me get my paper right. Make sure I got the right number. Because it's some things I was thinking about with this Suburban. Miss Tatiana with the Suburban. Okay. Oh my goodness. I got so many notes. It's crazy. Okay. The number ended in 1520. But I'm gonna show y'all on the screen. So just give me a minute. Shauna said, I would have remembered. Okay, you say, yeah, Annette and Shannon know what's going on. Yep, justice for Naziyah, G. Colorina. And Tay, you say it was you. Thank you. Okay. You say, but why they haven't investigated her family a little more unless they did something that they don't want to tell? And, you know, this trial is really going to pretty much answer all of our concerns when it comes to that. Like, if none of them is on that stand being questioned, investigated, pending charges or something like that, I know something, you know, but we can't really say because we don't know all of the details. We only know what they presented to us at the pre-trial. So, and what they asked. And I don't like how they questioned them at the pre-trial. I don't like that it was a lot of loopholes in a questioning, like specifically Tatiana, the one that we see on the screen here, that owns the 2005 Suburban. She mentioned in her testimony that she met Jarvis in 2019. They got engaged in 2003. January 9th, she was supposed to drive Jarvis to go turn himself in. February 7th was when he actually went to turn himself in. And she drove him then too. But when they were questioning her on the stand, they started questioning her at about February 7th and the dates after that. Okay? I don't like that, because if she just said that she was with him on January 9th, the whole important factor here is January 9th, because that's the day that Naziyah went missing, January 9th, 2024. So why skip the questioning, part of that and just go straight to February 7th, first of all? It kicked me out too, Miss Sexy. I had to get on my other phone again. And I'm skipping a lot. My video is skipping a lot, and I don't understand that either. But I just have to keep going. I know y'all can hear me, right? Just put a yes in the chat if you can hear me clearly. I can't focus on the skipping. Okay. And she claimed also in this testimony that she did not talk to Cordell and she did not take her vehicle to the shop, right? So when they were questioning her, she mentioned also that because I wrote on 2 different pages. Hold up. She met Jarvis at the Franks on Neff. She never had access to Jarvis' phone. She said she never saw children there. And then I wrote down that the prosecutor seemed to reiterate like everything that Tatiana was saying, like they had previous conversations. Like that's how the questions were geared to me. Like it was like he was molding her answer in the question. And she mentioned that she does know Angel and she do know Shannon. She said she never heard Jarvis talk about his niece. Well, actually, the prosecutor asked her in a way to where she had no choice but to agree with what he said. But she claims she never heard about his niece. When you say niece, niece could literally mean his siblings' daughters. Maybe he never referred to Naziyah to her as niece. Maybe he said Shannon's niece. The way he worded that question, it was like so broad. And it's like, okay, of course she could say no, he never talked about his niece, because the niece could be anybody. Okay, but anyway. And then we know that Jarvis said that he would visit her between the hours of 9 and 10 usually and stay till about 2 to 3 a.m. So, and she also said Jarvis would walk down to her house or drive her truck. And he didn't stay with her. And she claimed that he drove a white vehicle. Now, my thing is, on this list of phone numbers here, okay, this is not the one that got the last 4 digits ending in 50. Is it 5210? I think it's 5210. This is not the photo, but this photo does have that 248 number Oh no, the last 4 digits that the guy said that he called somebody was 1520. Okay, that's not on the screen. It's not on the screen. And I probably got the picture somewhere. But what's important here is that 248 number that you see up there on the screen, 248-906-5573. That is Tatiana's number. And I know that to be actual factual. That's Tatiana's number. So my question is, or my concern is rather, Tatiana called, he spoke to Tatiana. He made an outgoing call to that 248 number at 702, which is what we see on the screen as 1902. Okay. And that was about 7:02 p.m. on the 9th. 722, he made a number to the last digits 2195, and they spoke for 18 seconds. You can also see that on the screen. My concern was because King said that they left the shop at 7:30. He said they left the shop at 7:30. So apparently before they left the shop, if we're going according to their testimony strictly, that he called her before he went. So then they talked again at about 109. I got to pull up that other photo. They talked at about 1:09 a.m. for 4 seconds. They talked again 1:09. It was 2 incoming calls. Maybe she hung up the first time and then maybe it went to voicemail, called again, because they saying these were complete calls. And I don't know if that includes the voicemail being a complete call, meaning that, you know, it wasn't just ringing, it was voice or voice message, you know, the voice message sound. But she called back and they spoke for 7 seconds. So in total, it's showing 11 seconds. It's a lot that you can say in 11 seconds. And then immediately after he got off the phone with Tatiana at 1:11, he sent 2 texts at 1:11, both 1:11, back to back. Then he made another call to a 313-333-1520 at 1:11. Now, the guy that I'm going to play video towards the end, he's saying that 333-1520 number is tracing back to the Alexandrian address on the west side. Okay, y'all remember the 4 East Alexandrian west side where his phone, Jarvis's phone, pinged that for about an hour or so before he went to 7 Mile and Berg. So why I say could she have possibly been involved is because if Jarvis's baby mama right here with the blue car, if she is saying that Jarvis borrowed her car, right? Jarvis borrowed her car. How, I wonder, like, how is it that he was with Tatiana that morning, right? He was supposed to turn himself in. He told King to go get his phone because he was supposed to turn himself. Oh, you know what? Right. Yes, this was on the 9th. I think so. Let me make sure. Let me make sure if I say that part. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to get to the comments too. Hold on. King said, that was on February the 7th when Jarvis actually did turn himself in. He left his phone in Tatiana's car that day. But he was also with Tatiana that morning of the 9th because she said that she was supposed to go, he was supposed to turn himself in that morning. He wound up not turning himself in and supposedly had worked on a car with King that day and drove to Ypsilanti. After he got done with Ypsilanti and got back to the shop about 8:45, 8:30, close to 9, before King had to be in the house because he had a curfew at 9 p.m., is when it's saying that he pinged at Wilshire. But then some people were saying that Wilshire is also where Tatiana stays with the Suburban truck. And she does not stay on Wilshire with the Suburban truck. She does not. She stays by the shop. So the tower picks up about a mile, less than 2 miles radius. Okay. So if he was to be at the shop or Tatiana's house, maybe the towers would just still read the same. Could that be a possibility? Because if it is a possibility and if it could be true, then she may be involved or possibly an accessory before or after this crime committed. This is just my theory, okay? This is just my theory. I spent most of the day thinking about this because her being one of the last people that he contacted between 7 p.m. and 1 a.m. is significant. Okay, it's significant. And the baby mama with the blue car, she claimed that she didn't know what day Jarvis came and got it, her car. She claims she don't know what day Jarvis came and got her car. She don't know if it was the 9th or the 10th. She don't know, but she know he came and got it twice. So it's a possibility that Tatiana, saying that wrong. Wait a minute. Remove. It's a possibility that Tatiana was more involved that night with Jarvis. And just because they only talk for seconds at a time doesn't really mean anything, because if they were together, what difference would it make? I think that they all need to have to turn their phone in. If they could have gotten a warrant to check her vehicle, because they took her truck and they got, that's how they got Jarvis' phone. King claimed that she came up to the shop. He checked her car and everything. She's saying in her testimony she did not talk to King. There's a confliction there. It's something wrong with that. It's not adding up. Why would King say that he talked to her and she brought the car up to the shop after he talked to Jarvis? Y'all remember the jail call? Why would he say that and she's saying she didn't? Why? And then that Alexandrian address, she could have been the driver. Tatiana could have been the driver. She could have been the one that took him to Alexandrian. If he called her while he's in jail, he called her. She was the one that called the girl with the blue car. Okay. Tatiana called her, and he was telling her to clean out her car. But that could have been the next day. That could have been the next day, the 10th. Okay. I really want to. Okay, I'm gonna put this picture up there. This is the one I really meant to put up there, y'all. Okay. So y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Y'all put some detective emojis in the chat if y'all picking up what I'm putting down, because I need somebody in the chat that's getting what I'm saying. Do you get what I'm saying? Because something is just not adding up with these phone calls. And they have a list of phone calls. I think it was a whole list of them. I got them in my phone somewhere. But the point is that he talked to several people back to back to back to back to back. And then for her to be one of the last people that he talked to early morning of the 10th. So I'm talking like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. ish. Okay. He had to go. Her house is not far from the Park Crest Motel. Her house is about 11 minutes if she take the long way, 10 minutes if she take the short way. She is extremely close to the Park Crest Motel. So even if she went to the motel to wait on Jarvis, switch cars at the motel, be at the motel with her, take Naziyah to her house, wait there, wait at the shop with Jarvis. Like, she could have been with Jarvis that night. And I don't know why the prosecutors, because they think they be doing, like, I don't know if they did that on purpose, like didn't question her about the 9th. But I hope they do better at the trial. I hope they, because it makes absolutely no sense that they would not question her about the 9th, and that's the day that Naziyah went missing. Other than, yeah, I was supposed to drop Jarvis off on the 9th, and then that's it. You say this a bunch of confusing. Yeah, it can get definitely confusing. You said, I mean, somebody said something to me the other day, like about, the school don't report if somebody is pregnant at 13. Oh, that is a problem. They not reporting the underage girls being pregnant. That is a problem. You say, wait, is that a man up there next to Naziyah? What are you talking about, Q? You say, but they haven't investigated the family a little more unless they did something that they didn't want to tell. Yeah. You say you talking about a girl he told wife everything down and save herself. And another issue I have with Tatiana's testimony, another concern, another question is, she claimed that she did not get into Jarvis' phone. They've been engaged she say since 2019, so that will make it like 5 years, right? Now, it would have made, so at the time, like 4 years, 3-4 years, whatever. She said she never got into Jarvis' phone, and she would try to use his face to get into his phone so that she could figure out what he be doing, because he's very secretive. She has an intuitive nudge, basically, that he was cheating. I beg to differ. I don't think Jarvis had no I don't think he had no pen for, you know how you put the face as the pen or whatever to get in the phone. Most cheaters have pens. that they put in the phone. They got numbers or letters or something like that. Cheaters is not going to have their phones to where you can take a picture. You can put the phone up to their face while they sleep somehow or something like that. Unless, I don't know. But from what I've seen and heard, I think that he had a pen. And if he had a pen, she's seen it in his phone. I know we are investigators if we ain't gonna do nothing else. We can hack in a nigga phone if we don't do nothing else, okay? If it's something you want to find out, you're going to find it out one way or the other. Just like she noticed that he was parking on the side of the street, no, the side of the block that she stayed on, and he claimed he had walked over to her house, and she said he was lying about how he got there. But she like, I knew he was driving. I knew he was parking on the side of my block in that Cadillac truck. So whoever Cadillac truck that was, he didn't want them to see that truck at her house. Okay, because he had two vehicles that he was driving, mainly, other than his other baby mamas. But I don't believe that she didn't know what he was doing. She even said that she sent her son up to the shop to learn how to change oil with Jarvis. And you mean you want me to believe that you didn't know about him or his background? I don't believe that. You knew his baby mom, Shannon and Angel, but you didn't know Naziyah? I don't believe that either. You never seen Naziyah. You never seen no other kids up there, but you seen your son up there, but you never seen no other kids up there. No other boys. Oh, he just take your son up there and he got 15,000 kids. But he take your son up there to learn how to change oil, huh? That don't make sense to me. That don't make sense. Let me get to the comments. I think the phone call Jarvis made, the cops and received, and he knows that. And that's why he had to show up at the preliminary hearing and speak against Jarvis. I was listening to his testimony too again. It's like, dude, I hate when stuff don't make sense, because then I got to keep keeping on. You know what I mean? I had to keep on until I get to the nitty gritty, because that's the whole point. We got to get to the nitty gritty. And that was a few things. So as far as shit, you know what? They all the baby mamas probably in cahoots with each other. All of them. The one with the blue car, okay? Shannon. This one. Somebody help Jarvis do something. All right, why investigate? They know exactly who and what. They know exactly who, what, and why, and where. Okay? Who, what, why, and where. They know. They know. They just playing it crazy, trying to distract people, keep people confused, keep people, from seeing the truth and staying focused on the truth. And no, because for me, it's like, why you make all these phone calls? Why did you make all these phone calls to these people? And what was these phone calls about? I mean, just seconds, like just seconds at a time. We can't say that this was the Parkcrest number that he called, because it's not the Parkcrest number on the building. That's not the same. The Parkcrest number is 884-8800. Them wasn't the calls in his call log. So what was you conspiring? And with who? Because we know one of them numbers is indeed Tatiana. Tatiana. I think I'm saying that wrong. Right here on the screen. And then another thing, y'all. This picture of Naziyah what appears to be underwear in her pocket. It's a picture I ran across on TikTok, as you can see. And this is a screenshot from a dancing video. But I don't think I can zoom in. But y'all probably can zoom in on your screen. It does look like underwear. It really do. So then in the comments, that Janiyah and Naziyah page commented to this. Matter of fact, I think this was Instagram, but they took it to TikTok. And that same page from where we thought it was Janiyah, possibly somebody that knows Naziyah, she commented and said, yeah, we just got back from my day at shop. I was in a room with them. I guess she referring to that day. So people were concerned about what she was saying, but I wonder why she have her underwear in her pocket like that. If that is underwear, because it appears to be. Shawnee say, you know, he had a device that she didn't know about. And I know she got in that phone and she's saying she didn't. You know she had to, because the way that girl in the blue was so mad when she found out with the blue car, not in the blue, the one right here with the blue car, she was so mad at Jarvis. You could tell she had an attitude with him because she either found out about him cheating, because remember she said, I'm gonna be cheating too, or something like that. She said, I can't, it was something to that extent. She knew. They all know what you like. Women know when a person y'all getting cheated on. Like you know, you can feel it. You don't need the evidence, you can feel it. Yes, you want the evidence and you get it because you go looking for it. And like I said, don't nobody investigate nothing like a woman will. We want to find out some shit. Oh, we gonna find out some shit. Telling you, she know more than what she's saying. They all know more than what they're saying, but I'm specifically focusing on this Suburban because Jarvis drove her Suburban quite often. King knew exactly what type of Suburban she had. He said, what did he say? She got a Z27. She got a Z27 Suburban. I think that's, yeah, no, Z71 Chevy Suburban is what he said. His ass probably been in her Suburban. Right here. Yeah, Tay say SD them underwear in her pocket. I believe so. It do look like it. It looks like it. You know, they rolled up. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, 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 mm. Fucking terrible. That is fucking terrible. Look at look at that. Y'all, can y'all hear me? Hmm. Yeah, my camera disconnected. I had to wait for it to it knocked me off the website totally. I had to come back in and back into the live. It's crazy. I don't know. My camera is giving me issues right now. Okay. Y'all can hear me now. Good, good. Okay. So I was just saying basically about these underwear in this pocket. Like, I'm so disgusted. Like, it's so disgusting to even think about this. And I think that's part of the reason that drives me to do what I do and investigate this in a way because I do want justice for Naziyah, and I do want those involved that seen this that didn't care enough to be concerned or turned a blind eye or offer her up or sacrificed her or abused her, sold her, whatever they did diabolically, right? Whatever diabolical things they did to around these children, they need to be dealt with. You got kicked out, you say, oh yeah, I did too. I got kicked out the live too. My other, well, Pink Flamingo, I like that name. Hey, Pink Flamingo. She said he was very open about it. You hear how he laughed and talked with the cop, and not to text him about it when he was talking. You say he was very open. If you hear how he laughed and talked about, oh right, right. He did seem very comfortable. He did seem very, as a matter of fact, or like cocky, arrogant. You know, he did have that type of attitude when he was being interrogated. And the way that he talked to his so-called fiance on that phone recording that we heard before, right? Y'all remember the phone call and how he was talking to her, how he was telling her she need to know her place, and Shannon been here, she the one, what, not the one, but she the main one, main hoe or something, and basically telling Tatiana that she need to know her place, which was crazy because he like, I proposed to you, you should be happy, and blah blah blah. Like, I just don't believe that she didn't know what he really was about. I don't believe none of them knew. Hey, no, you will know. I'm telling you. You want to know? You will find out. Period. You will find out for sure. So ain't no way they didn't know. Ain't no way Shannon and Annette didn't know what was going on. Ain't no way Marquita didn't know. She claimed she was at work and she know they wouldn't allow her daughter to go to no shop with Jarvis. But yet that man was taking your daughter to the store and making pit stops on the way to the store and trying to get your daughter to go do some things. And she ain't get permission every time, according to those transcripts, right? She didn't get permission every time. She said that she was allowed to go to the store and ain't nobody know. So it was a normal thing. It was a normal thing for him to take the kids to the store, aka the shop. It was a normal thing, which we've already known that because nothing is a coincidence. Somebody knew something. Ain't nobody just sitting around with blindfolds on all day and earplugs and don't see or hear shit. So they seen something, they seen it all. It ain't something. They seen it all. They knew it all. These are children with adults around them 24/7. They seen it all. They knew it all. And I'm starting to believe that some of them text messages was Shannon texting Jarvis. I mean, texting Naziyah acting like Jarvis. Because Jarvis was definitely in that house sleeping with Annette and Shannon. So there's a strong possibility that Shannon had Jarvis's phone texting Naziyah some of them times because Naziyah calls Shannon Shan. The family calls Shannon Shan. I heard all of them say Shan at one point. So why would Naziyah call her auntie Shannon when they say Shan? So I think some of them times it was not Naziyah. I mean, not Naziyah. It was not Jarvis. That's what I think. That's exactly what I think. You say it's sad how they did all the kids. Yeah. And say they slow. Mm-mm. So as I sit here and I think, she does stay about 4 blocks up. Okay, 4 blocks up from the shop. Let's take a look. Hold on, y'all. What happened to the street view? Say he sleep with everyone, sleeping with Annette too. What? Did I hear that? Pink Flamingo. I was told that Annette smashed Jarvis. That Annette was seen coming out the bedroom with shirtless Jarvis out of her bedroom. Okay. He was supposed to have been over there painting, and he was painting everything but the walls, honey. Okay. He was painting some walls, but it wasn't them walls that you can put a nail through. He was nailing some walls, but it wasn't them walls that we think it should have been. Oh man, it's I don't know what this camera is getting on my nerves today. It truly is a circus. It truly is. Truly. Mm-mm. See, I heard that Shannon was texting like she was in Naziyah to Jarvis. That's what I'm saying. When you go read those texts and really pay attention to the wordplay, it does seem like Shannon was texting Naziyah, acting like Jarvis. Some of those times, like I said, especially when when Jarvis, I think Jarvis called her Shannon in the text message, or Naziyah said something about doing Shannon, go do Shannon, and then come down to do me. Something to that extent in that ballpark. They don't call Shannon Shannon, they call her Shan. So I don't even know if it was Naziyah some of them times. I'm not even sure that it was Naziyah all of them times either. Yep. No, this is just some disgusting, foul, nasty mess. Very nasty, very wicked, very diabolical. Okay. These people are monstrous. Trying to get my camera to come back up, but it's giving me issues. Can y'all still hear me? Hmm. Yeah, see how I'm sitting here because I'm just over this camera right. I am over it. Y'all should be able to hear me now, correct? Okay. All right. I see you say you can hear me now. Okay. So, child, this is craziness. Let me see. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, good. Y'all can hear me now. Great, great, great. Don't know what's going on, but we just gonna get through this anyway. That was pretty much all that I wanted to talk about, in particularly in regards to this Suburban, because I think it's questionable. Whatever evidence that they found in her vehicle, I look forward to this coming out at the trial. Um, I hate the not knowing and wondering, but for a lot of things to be filled in, a lot of these loopholes and missing pieces, some stuff we are just going to have to wait on. Um, because I just feel like it's a lot of information, but not the right information. Like not the right information. And it seemed like the court don't even have all of the right information because they don't even ask all the right questions. But that's just me. Okay. Because yeah, I'm just speculating and giving my opinion and telling y'all what I picked up from what they saying. And it's like always this damn issue with YouTube now. It's crazy. It really is crazy. So since we on the topic still, I was gonna show y'all. I was gonna show y'all the map really quick. But I need something to trying to see something. Give me a second, y'all. Dang, I wound up all the way in the alley. Hmm. Yes, you can see. Okay, Angela. Good. I don't know. It's a little annoying with this connection. But y'all let me know like what y'all think about this Suburban, her making the phone calls to Jarvis that early morning of the 10th. So when I say early, I mean early Y'all, can y'all see me clearly? Cause oops. Can y'all see me up there in the circle? I just had to get on my phone instead because my computer keeps going blank. Like I can show y'all my screen. It's just blank. Look, it is black. So can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Oh, yes. Okay, that was at 4:11. Yes, can you see it here? I need a yes really quick if y'all can hear me at 4:14, like right now. Okay. All right. You know the comments be slow. All right. Yeah, I don't know what the hell be going on, but it be seeming like, and this might sound crazy to some people, but I don't really care because I know the truth. Okay. When I be on to something, like it might seem like a little of nothing, like because we've talked about her, we've listened to her testimony, we've, kind of talked about her testimony. I posted a video some time ago in the video section on my YouTube about her testimony, but I didn't really, I guess, dive as deep as I did today with her testimony and just really listened to every single word that she said and took notes from her testimony. And when I did that, I started to think about some things that King had said and then some things that the sister had said. And I'm also like still on a fence with King and the sister's testimony and hers on the screen because I'm wondering why King never even brought up the sister coming to the shop that day. I'm also wondering why King said in order to enter the shop, you have to go through the store. You have to go through the gas station store part in order to get in the inside of the shop. Otherwise, it's just those two garage doors. And you have to either go through I think the car wash part where it's a gate there. Okay. Let me share something with y'all. And we're gonna talk about the shop. the other shop in a minute. Um, he said you had to enter through the Citgo gas station. It's a Citgo now. I don't know at the time if it was something else, but right now it's a Citgo. So let me share this with y'all real quick. Okay, I'm glad y'all can hear me now. See, I be trying to be fancy, not use my phone, use my camera that I bought, and the camera want to act slower than the phone. That's crazy. But what I was going to say is sometimes when I'm on to a fact, a truth, a frequency of truth, okay, it may seem small and minor, but when my electronics and shit start acting up, I know that it's some truth into what I'm saying. That's my way of knowing, in my experience. It does the same thing on TikTok. If I'm on TikTok and I'm speaking like with so much passion and rawness and that raw truth energy, my TikTok videos, if I'm recording it, it will absolutely wipe out, just delete completely. And I found myself having to record certain messages 2, 3, 4 times sometimes, depending on what I'm talking about. And it ain't because I ain't got no space on my phone, although a lot of times I don't have a lot of space on my phone, but it's not that at the time, because I make sure I have enough space to record and upload the video and all of that. It'll just delete. That's happened so many times. So I know that that's what's going on. Like my screen haven't turned black all day. I've been on my computer on and off using my stuff all day long. Sometimes I even test the quality of my stream stuff so that it'll be decent, for y'all it'd be nice to look at or whatever. No issues. Soon as I hit that live button, please, they come for me. Now, let me share this with y'all and let me get this off the screen. Now, he said, because you see the 2 garage doors here. He said there's no way to enter in here. King said also that these doors was closed. They had to been closed when they was working on that Jaguar from Ypsilanti. The sister claimed that she was out here waiting from the hours of 4:30 till about 4:30-ish to 6:30. I'm wondering at what point did they get a chance to look at her car that she said was parked right here? Because they were in here working on that car. The only thing that King said he had to stop doing, him and Jarvis had to stop doing, was push his truck. Okay, push his truck, Jarvis's truck, to the pump so he can get gas, because Naziyah was in the truck, running the truck for heat, probably more than likely because it was cold, and they ran out of gas. So he had to stop working on the car, push it to the pump. Not once did he mention anything about the sister waiting for the hours of 4 to 6:30. King said they didn't get done fixing on the Jaguar until 7:30. Let me make sure. Hold up. They might have got the Ypsilanti at 7:30. They probably got done with the car at 6:30. So I'm still wondering at what point Okay, no, he finished. He said he finished. They finished fixing on the Jaguar at 7:30 p.m. So if that were the case, at what point did they stop and figure out what was going on with his sister car, and why didn't he mention her? Another thing, she said that she was about 25 feet from Naziyah when Naziyah was walking from the vehicle park right here. She said it was facing towards the street. So her car was facing the same way as the arrow because it was parallel to Connor. Okay. It was parallel to Connor. Connor is right here. And Jarvis was truck was pointed towards her car. Okay. So two things could be right. King and the sister could be lying. King and the sister could be lying. Because I'm going to tell you why I think the sister is lying. You was not 25 feet from Naziyah at no point. At absolutely no point. Then she said she walked behind Naziyah because Naziyah kept going in and out of the store. Remember, I was thinking like, why did she say she kept going inside the store? Was she cold? Was she trying to get something to eat? Was she trying to use the bathroom? Why would she keep going inside of the door? And that's because King said in order for you to get inside of the auto shop in the inside behind the garage doors, you have to go through the store entrance. That's why she kept going inside of the store, going over to the left, because that's where the shop is at, through the doors. Now, when the sister said that she went and asked King about using the bathroom, you can't tell me that she didn't get eye-to-eye view with Naziyah at that point, because the store is about 2 inches big. That's it. This store is so small in real life. It's small. They shop and all of that attached to it. It's not big. The parking area where you can park your cars at right here, where we see the blue and yellow right here, it ain't no lot of space. Okay. And most of the time it's people here getting gas. It's tight. Not the best place to go get gas. Okay. Now, that's why I say she's not being honest. And King didn't mention her, so he's not being honest either. She mentioned King, but King didn't mention her. Why is that? King also said that he talked to the fiance, which is Tatiana. My bad. I'm just screwing this girl name all up. Tatiana Davis. Okay. He said that he seen to talk to her. She brought the truck up to the shop so he could get the phone. Some way he convinced her to bring bring the truck up to the shop like Jarvis told him. She's saying she ain't talked to King. She ain't been up to the shop. Okay. See the lies there? There's no way that Jarvis' butt sister did not see Naziyah's face. There's no way. You went in that store, you went to the left where Naziyah was going to, and you went to go use the bathroom. Unless you went behind the counter, okay? Because soon as you walk in there, the counter is right there. It's so fucking tight in that store, I promise you. It's just bam, 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 bam. That's it. You seen that little girl. You seen Naziyah. But the point is here that King is not being quite honest about about what he's saying either. King ain't being honest about it. And I hope they got better questions at this trial. I hope they got better questions. I really do. So Jarvis's so-called fiance, Tatiana, stays about, like, let's go back and look at the shop. And I want y'all to keep in mind that on the transcripts, correct? The 9-year-old who testified, she referred to where Jarvis was taking her as a castle. And it was not the shop on Harper, and I'm about to tell you why. We're going to look at it together. That baby was talking about this shop right here. This looks like a castle. Now, I want y'all to get a good look. Okay? This one looks like a castle. I can see why a 9-year-old would say, no, we went to a castle. It was red and yellow. We went to a castle. It's this. Because look at it. Now, the one on Harper, and I want y'all to keep in mind of that white car that you see right there. Keep that in mind. All right? Let's go to Frank's on Harper. Before we continue. This is Frank's on Harper. It could give, it don't really give castle. It don't really give castle to me. It could potentially, but the outside of that, the other Frank's location gives absolute castle. And that will make sense that Jarvis will take them babies to Frank's on Warren, to the one that looks like an actual castle, because it's not far from Bedford. It's literally like right up the street, like 3 minutes or so. So he could, if he wanted to, which he did, tell them kids, oh, come on, I'm going to take you to the store, and come right up to the castle, Frank's Auto Repair. Okay? So how far is it? I'm just guessing. It's less than 5 minutes. It's less than 5 minutes. And it's so close to the point where if he was to be gone with them for 30 minutes, 45 minutes or so, they got other kids running around the house. You know, she fussing at the kids, Annette cussing kids out, Shannon doing whatever the hell she doing and whatever. He could go to the shop on them so-called store runs. I'm going to take the kids to the store because it's literally 3 minutes away. Literally. So ain't no telling how many times he did what he did. Taking them kids up to the shop. Passing 3 to 5 stores on the way to the shop. Ain't no telling how many times he did that. Now, Tatiana also mentioned in her testimony that Jarvis had a white Chrysler. Is that not what we see on that screen? A white Chrysler van, to be exact. She said that he would drive a white Escalade, and he would also drive a white Caravan. Now, I'm going to show y'all that I know this is Jarvis's car. If it pop up right. If it don't, I could pull up the pictures. But, or you could go check this out on Google yourself. Now, look here. Who do we see right here? Bam. Who is that? The man with the black and yellow shirt on. Right in front of the castle before they painted the full castle red and yellow. This is where he was taking them babies at. She said he had a key. Oh, he had a key, right? The door right there. Where this van is parked is a door right there. Literally right there in front. She said he had a key. So if he had a key, and this is important. This is important because Tatiana stayed right up the street from this shop. And she dropped her kids off to Jarvis too. She said that out her own mouth. So let's look. How much time I got? 127. Okay. So let's look at something. This is a view of 2011. You can still see that door right there, but it looked like maybe they wasn't using it at the time. In 2011, let's go back to 2008, actually. We're going to go way back. Yes, that's the door that was not being used. 2008, it wasn't being used. Now, these pictures look blurry because that's how the actual picture is on my screen. It's blurry, but it's old. So 08, there was a door here, but it don't look like it was being occupied. Let me see if there's another one on the other side. Yes, it's a door here too. It's a door here. All right. So here we go. We got a red door right there. That's where he had it, because you can get, I'm sure you can get in through the back too. But I'm thinking like the baby said he used the key. So he probably pulled in here and used the key. But let's look at the back. Let's just see what's going on in the back. If we can get on around to there. Okay, this was going on in the back. Two red doors here. He could have took them in the back way too. So I figured if Naziyah walked anywhere after school, it would have been here. Okay. If Naziyah walked anywhere after school, it would have been to this shop right here. I don't know why I automatically thought Naziyah was going to meet him in the alley. I just had that thought. And it could have been here. Like I say, this shop is not far from Bedford. She actually asked about Bedford and out of drive. Or was that, what did she ask? What did she ask Shannon about? She asked Shannon about, was it Balfour and out of drive? It might have been Balfour and out of drive. Maybe. But either way, this could have been an AutoZone that they went to as well. I just don't believe they picked her up where they picked her up. He claimed that they was waiting in the store parking lot on Harper and watching Naziyah cross the street to go to the store. I don't believe that either. I don't believe it. But anyway, let's go back up here. And now, because the AutoZone right here, the AutoZone right there next to the shop, the old shop that him and King worked at this shop. Him and King worked at this shop right here on Neff. They're familiar with this AutoZone right next to it, which will be there. And as you can see here, 2018, nope, that's 2023. 2019, okay, is when the shop got painted. Seemed like it had started getting painted sooner than that, but it's showing 2019 right here. So Frank probably bought this shop next to it, this little building right here as well, because he got his logo and everything painted on the side of it. It's a possibility this could have been used, that building could have been used for exploitative purposes there against children as well, holding space. Who the hell knows? Okay, who the hell knows? But I don't think he putting paint on the side of a building that he don't own unless he got permission to do so. And Frank Frank owns a lot of shit in Detroit and outside of Detroit. Frank, the owner of this shop here, is Frank's Auto Shop. Okay. Now remember, okay. No, I'm not done yet. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm getting excited now. Okay. Hold on. Now, where's the other pictures? Okay. We can also see Jarvis right here. Clear shot right there. Bam. And this was before they painted the actual castle, that the shop that looks like a castle. Okay. There's a camera here as well. It's a camera right there. So if they saying that this trial, they ain't got no camera footage. They ain't got no damn everybody else phones ain't been pinged nowhere, and you know they don't have concrete evidence. That the only testimony I believe out this trial is that 9-year-old baby. That's the only testimony I believe. I don't believe nobody else. I believe all of these adults had everything to do with these children being abused. Every last one of them either covered it, turned a blind eye, didn't say shit, or was gaining from it some type of way. Financially, having a man around, my man, something. They felt like they was gaining something from what he was doing. Just like the one in the I heard the transcripts. One of the mothers allowed Jarvis to touch her daughter. She went into the living room while Jarvis was in the room naked after she just got done screwing and doing and sucking Jarvis. She let her naked daughter stay in a room with Jarvis while he was naked, and she went to the living room. So they know exactly what the fuck be going on. I don't. None of them should be. All of them should be on a fucking stand with Jarvis because they all know. But this is definitely Jarvis back in 2019. This is the same year that Tatiana said that she met Jarvis back in 2019. Okay. And she mentioned the white van. This is it here. And that's his ass on the motherfucking screen. You say why Frank ain't been on a witness stand? Because Frank is the head honcho. Go another clear picture of Jarvis. Look, it's like he looking dead at the camera, ain't it? Looking dead at the satellite camera. I guess it's a satellite camera shit. I don't know. But anyway, there's a door that he parks by. We don't know if this door is occupied. It could have been a back door through the alley as well. Man, I know that baby was screaming and hollering, because if I would have been screaming and fucking hollering, somebody's going to hear me. Protect the children. Protect the children, okay? Be all up in these kids' business. It don't matter if they mad or not. Be all up in it. Yeah, I believe her. I believe her. Them damn adults can kiss Jarvis' ass, because I don't believe them. Mm-mm. Yeah, it keeps skipping for some reason. Like, and then I noticed, see, this year, 2013, this building was yellow. It went from gray and red to in 2013, no, in 2011, it really was changing its color. They changed it from green, not where did I get green from? They changed it from red and white. I think there's like a red and white or red and gray. The same thing with that house. Y'all remember that house that we were seeing that was where Naziyah got off the bus? Wasn't it red and white or red and gray? I'm about to go look. I'm about to go look right now. We're gonna come back to that. 3 Mile in Cornwall. Mm-mm. Now look at this. Check this out. Because this when Naziyah got off at that bus stop, right? Hold on, it should be popping up. Look, I looked at the time and say 4:44. I think we right on the money. I think we right on the money, y'all. Hold up. Because this is too many synchronicities in this case. I swear to God it is. I don't know why it's not showing on the screen, but I'm gonna just give it a second. Or let me reshare it. Hold up. Because, numbers don't lie, patterns don't lie. They don't lie. Children don't lie. Children don't lie unless they're coerced to do otherwise. So let me share it again. Because we're back at 3 Mile in Cornwall where Naziyah got off at the bus. She got off at the bus right here at on this corner. Right here with this red and yellow fence at. And I feel like I remember either this fence being white. Let's go back. Because that shop changed colors. See, it is white and red. It was white and red. That's ironic. 2018, the same year as the damn shop up the street. I wonder if I can look at this from a different view. Let me look at this. Expand. The significance of this house is significant because whoever decorates Frank's shop decorates this house or have a connection to this house. Look at the flower pots. It's the same. It's just like at the shop. It's the same. To me, it's like marks. Like maybe this is the zone, whatever organization shit they got going on in this zone is color coded. It's color coded. Okay. Because then in 2019, I remember even saying this in one of my previous lives. I'm like, why they change the color? Why they go from red and white to yellow and red. Why did they do that? I remember saying that, and I think I figured out why. This shit, see, look at them flower pots. It look just like the ones outside of Frank's. Just like them. Hmm. 4701. That white Cadillac. Who drives the white Cadillac that Jarvis was driving? Who was that? We need to find out who Cadillac that was he was driving. It might have been Frank's, one of Frank's cars. Shit, he do work at a damn car shop. It might have been one of Frank's cars that he was driving. Or one of his baby mamas. That's what I'm thinking. But okay, 2018, 2019 is when they changed it. So I'm going to keep that in mind. Now, mind you, this shit's so loud. It's like you can't even miss it. Like you drive past this, you would never forget you seen this ever. Like you can't forget, you can't miss it. And then the yellow go all the way down here, all the way down here. Why? Why? What is these folks really into? Child sacrifice. What they really got going on? Okay. So we're gonna hold that. We're gonna put a pin right here, y'all. Put a pin right here. The last photo they got is June 2022. 222. Okay, but we're gonna put a pin in here because I want to show y'all how close Tatiana stays to that shop. I'm just still looking at this flower setup because this line that was once yellow is now red. How is this? And red is really significant and symbolic for child sacrifice. And yellow, solar plexus, exploitation, and root chakra. Okay. But again, remember, it's all symbolic. And they always like to put shit right in your face and people just see it. Oh, that's so pretty. They might see it. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so bright. It's so, it's like a landmark. You never forget it. Right. Exactly. That's exactly it. I was trying to switch it to a different view. Like, I forgot what you call it, but I need a different view where it goes above the houses. And I don't know how to do that on this computer. I don't. Let's see. I don't know. Google Street View. Street View. What's Google Street View? Okay, while that's loading, I'm just gonna go to I'm trying to see if I can see what they got in that backyard back there. All right, let's go back to Frank's on Warren. Oh, this is what I was looking for, the layers. The layers. That's it right here. This kind of give us an idea. So see, we have, this is Frank's right here. See that on the screen? Frank's. It's right there at Warren and Neff. Let me zoom in. It's right there at Warren and Neff. Then I want y'all to see. I guess it's still loading. Okay. Tatiana says she lives 4 blocks from the shop. So that will put her house right. That's Cornwall. I just realized that was Cornwall. Okay. Okay, so that will put her right 1, 2, 3, 4. Right here in this block. So this is why Jarvis was able to walk to her house whenever he felt like it. And that will explain why she met him at the shop, because it's right up the street at Warren. Now, what I'm looking at is, did it stop sharing? Oh, I stopped sharing it. My bad. Hold up. Let me pull it back up. Okay. So her house would be right about here. Somewhere in here. See where that dot is at? No, not on the university. But right there. But Cornwall. But do y'all see how, like, she's close? She's close. Tatiana is close. And the other baby mama is close too. I can't think of her name right now, but the one with the blue car. She is close to the shop as well. And then they're obviously close to Bedford. So Cornwall and 3 Mile is literally right here. Y'all see my arrow? Because remember, Naziyah asked about Bedford and Outer Drive. I think it was Bedford and Outer Drive. I could be getting the B's wrong. It might be Belfort or Bedford, but I know she asked. They're not far from each other. They're not that far. So Cornwall is here, right at 3 Mile. 3 Mile is right here. So this is 3 Mile and Cornwall right here. Bedford is here. Dang, I don't think y'all can see it. It looks so small. Okay. I don't know what I just did, but let me take that off. It's a bit much. Trying to make it to where y'all can see it really good. But why is that dog whining like that? What's the problem? Okay. 3 Mile, Outer Drive, and then East Warren. Yes, then Cornwall. You okay? Yeah. What is chips? Chips? Mom, we there. I'm trying to take this blue line off. Oh, here we go. Dang. I don't know how to do it. Try to mess something up. Okay. While we wait for that to load, excuse me. While we wait for that to load, pull my map back up. I think I'm on to something. I do. Because we was thinking that, I know I was thinking originally, I knew that he was having something going on at the shop, but knowing that that baby considered the shop a castle, that was the confirmation we needed right there. Hold on, y'all. Because he was definitely, obviously, at the Travel Inn as well as the shop on Connors, 9,000 Connors. But it started, well, I ain't even going to say started because ain't no telling where it really started with Jarvis and him touching these kids. But we could say concretely, you know, he definitely sexually abused them kids at Neff. It's according to the 9-year-old that got on the stand, she seen it happening on Neff at the castle. No, that's what she called it anyway. At that on Neff. So obviously, I think that it happened way sooner than that because Jarvis been around for a very long time. So I definitely know deep down in my heart and soul that it started happening way sooner than just a few years ago. But yeah. Mm-hmm. Just waiting for this to load. What is it? Mm-mm. Yeah, these shirts. Mom. Green shirt. Green? Hold on a second. I look at these. I was trying to make my maps. I don't know what's going on with this map. Map. But we'll make it work. Work. No. I shall go. Y'all there in the chat? Y'all real quiet in the chat. What's going on? Y'all there? What y'all think? Mom? I don't understand why my map is tripping like this. Yes. Why is video? The video? What you want, girl? You do know it's super early. You ain't sleepy? Hmm? Yeah, I okay. Yeah, I? Okay. Take it out. I don't know if this is a better view, but we just gonna go from there. Nicole, hey Nicole. That's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's it. That's right there. Right there. So we know that I know that that's where her house is because that's where her vehicle was at on there. And then she confirmed it in her testimony saying that she stayed 4 blocks from the auto shop. Bingo. Okay. Seemed like he talked to all his women in the same area on the east. Not the west. They probably in the same area over there. So I was trying to look at the distance from 3 Mile to Cornwall. It's literally right here. So I do feel like if Naziyah plans to meet up with Jarvis after school, that will be the reason why or how. It's right there. Mom, it's right there. Let me see it. So to say Naziyah had on a colorful jacket. These guy shirts. Do you want some or not? Guys. They know she had on a jacket that looks like cartoon characters. No. Like, just say it was cartoon characters. Why would you say a colorful jacket? Like, they try to be so vague and try to be so not particular. Oh, I don't remember. Oh, yeah, it was this store. Oh, it really was the other store. Actually, we picked Naziyah up when we left the AutoZone. That's why we went back. King claimed that they went back to the AutoZone because they forgot a part. How you forget a part that you pre-ordered? How? Higher water. They had to go back because you said they forgot something. Yeah, y'all forgot to pick up Naziyah. He never said what they went and got, what they forgot. He never said. Never said it. Mom, I know I said no, we're about to get ready to go lay down soon, okay? So, him claiming that they picked her up from a store, that's bullshit. That's just another thing that they wanted to say to keep people confused and to lie. Just don't believe it. Because everything's too close over here. Soon as she get off school, bam. Soon as she get off the school bus, bam, right there. You can see the red and yellow from here. You can see that red and yellow right there at the house on the corner. I think that's it. Let's see. Let's go closer. Well, this is the view I was looking for. That's what I'm looking for. That's it right there. I want to know how it looked from this view. And this is how it looks from this view. Dang, can I turn around? Dang, it's gotta be a way I could flip this shit. But this is the house. And you can see it from way up. Like, you can see it. You can see that. You can see it from way up here. You can still see it from up here. That's how bright that paint is, that red and yellow. You can see it. So yeah, she gets off there. Walks here. I don't know if y'all can see my arrow, but walks here. You can see this part. Supposedly walk down here. Cross Warren. Supposedly. She's supposed to cross Warren and then walk a few blocks down Bedford to go. So either she went home or she got picked up immediately after school by Jarvis and King when they turned back around and said that they had to go get something else from the AutoZone that they forgot. They either went to get Naziyah from home on Bedford or they went to get her from over here in this area. And being as though, like I said, Tatiana stays right up the street from the shop on East Warren, Naziyah could have went over there. Who knows? This is out of drive. Right here. Out of drive is right here. Hmm. We gotta make some of that later, okay? Dang, I done lose the Franks. Oh, here we go. Okay.
Why did
right here.
Water?
All right. Hmm.
Tiger shots. Look up there.
So if I'll take the view.
Queen.
I'm trying to see how do I get back to that.
Tiger swimming.
Hmm.
Tiger swimming.
Okay. The tiger swimming? Whatever that's supposed to mean, girl. Tiger swimming. The street view. I want the view how we were just looking at the house. I want it. Or, the area. Yeah, I don't be knowing how to do it. I did that by mistake. That view. I'm trying to figure it out. Look at that part right there. That like satellite thing on the top of this shop. But y'all see the flower pots, right? Don't they look familiar to that house? What's that yellow truck doing over there?
Mother. Oh, the mother. Mother. The mother. Doesn't like a matter.
What is this doing?
Look at it there. Yeah,
This is vacant. That is that vacant?
You take on dirty.
What is this?
Anyway. Ma, that's in the water. Yes. Okay. Ma.
King Solomon Trucking. King Solomon Trucking. Y'all ever thought about if they wanted to transport keys, they could use trucks, like over the road trucks? Hey, Boo Banga. This random truck just sitting over here on the GPS, on the Google map. This is August 2022. So that's 8222. I just noticed it because it's bright as hell. And I'm looking into these, red and yellow colors again. Not mainly, but it's significant, right? And this is vacant. So I do know sometimes truckers will pull over randomly and at businesses is not in business, but this is an odd color for a truck. It is. And it's very similar to that yellow over there. Very similar. Look at that. Like a bullseye on the door. Why would they have that? Oh, yeah. I noticed that the address equals 13 as well. 7 plus 5 is 12 plus 1 is 13. Right? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, yeah. I'll have to count on my fingers sometime, make sure. But it's 13. Which is significant. And that's divine feminine energy. And if it's inverted, that energy is used to exploit. And remember, we talked about children being exploited and having the highest and purest frequency for them to siphon, which would be the reason that a lot of these dark occultists abuse children because of the energy transfer and the stealing of their purity and things like that. So this is interesting that they have this like bullseye on the bullseye on the door, and then we aim for 100% customer satisfaction. What exactly does that mean? And of course, you will hear that on a business customer satisfaction. Okay, yes. But in this case, I don't think they mean customer satisfaction in a non-exploitive way. I think they mean customer satisfaction in we abuse children here and we're doing it in plain sight and we're so fucking loud and proud about it that we can paint this fucking whole building red and yellow all over the city of Detroit and nobody never questions shit. They just look at it like what? A form of psychology and marketing. Oh, they pick yellow and red because yeah, it catches the eye of the driver. No, that's some bullshit. Just like Ronald McDonald and all the rest of the shits. Okay, as we see a rainbow right here, confirmation. What in the world is going on? What in the world is going on with these sick motherfuckers? They are sick.
Ma,
Yeah.
where is it? Where is it?
Oh my goodness. Can you put them back in a box, please?
I don't know.
Yeah, y'all.
I don't know.
That truck ain't sitting right with me either.
Right
It's just not sitting right with me.
Right here. Ma, right here.
Okay. Let me go up the street, see what's going on.
Hardy. No more.
Okay.
Glass. Box.
Yeah.
Alright. I need the box. Jumping box. Ma, jumping box.
Because think about it, if they were to move a load of kids, they would have to put them on over the road. They wouldn't be able. They might be able to fly them, but it may seem less loud if they discreetly could move them over the road.
I got in the box.
No, you gotta put the chips in there. I don't know what energy I'm tapping into now, but something with these trucks, I'm feeling like transporting something diabolical. Okay. I'm gonna go back down here. Back down to the Franks. And see that was in 2025. That truck was right there. Let me see. Thank you, Q. Like, why she woke? It's 5 in the morning, girl. What are you doing?
Mom,
Yeah.
why is
Go, girl.
I don't know.
You know what? What if we see that white Cadillac at this AutoZone? Let me go back a couple years. And they ain't got that many. Don't let nobody take it so.
Take a minute. Mom? Mom? Where
Hmm.
am I? Where did it go? Where it go? Mom, where it go?
I don't know. Hmm.
Kitchen. Mom,
Goodness. What? Ah, shoot. I should have kept it there.
kitchen. Mom,
Who was that person? So they even had it at white and red, yellow and black, white and red, yellow and black at one point. Why they keep changing these colors to these specific colors though? Like,
Mom,
what's crazy is I used to walk to this Burger King. That's what's crazy. Wow. Wow. So 2009. Okay. So when I'm right here, I can get more photos. But it's a camera right by the door, y'all, where in the front. Let me see if I can spot a camera in the back, which it should be. Like, yes, there's one right here. Yeah, cameras all around this building. So no camera footage of this huh? Yes. No camera footage is a lie. That girl said that they was at the shop where she witnessed Naziyah being SA'd by Jarvis and his daughter, Janiyah, according to my knowledge. And what I was picking up and reading is Janiyah was also being sexually assaulted by Jarvis, which is her father. And the 9-year-old who testified in court witnessed it on several occasions at the shop and possibly at Annette's house, but specifically at the shop. There's a camera here. There's also one here, right here. Cameras all around here. There's no way. But again, this is an organized crime of child exploitation and ritualistic abuse. So it wouldn't be ironic or too far-fetched that all of a sudden all of the camera footage is deleted and they don't have access to anything, you know. But it's quite funny how Frank was able to have a recording of somebody trying to set his shop on Harper on fire. It's ironic. You can record that. You can share that with the news. You can share that with the police, and blase, but you ain't got no camera footage of these children going in and out of your business. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Frank gonna have to get his ass on that stand, one way or the other. I'm believing it. I he needs to be on that stand because none of this shit would be happening if it wasn't for him and his business. I'm not excusing Jarvis and his behavior, but he is the common denominator here as well for the outreach, for the comfortability that Jarvis has been able to feel, and how he's been able to just fully manifest his dark, wicked, nasty perversion at Frank's. Frank's is the core, the nucleus here.
Mom,
Go count them. So back. Oh, his punk ass, his punk ass. Need his ass whooped. Jarvis should have been had his ass kicked. He got the nerves to be shaped like a damn. It do got the nerves to be shaped like a damn castle. As far as that truck over there that we see over here to the left.
it's not, Mama.
Hush.
It's not, Mama.
The truth is gonna come out. I'm believing it. The truth is gonna come out. And he can't deny it. He can't deny it. Every time I go and to try to go to this side, it makes me go into a whole nother year. And I'm just trying to, because before I had seen two boys standing outside of the shop too. Now they could have been walking past, but they was like right here in this area. But these pictures, the angle, I think I'm in not so good of an angle because it was right outside.
Mama.
See how I just removed Jarvis standing right there with that van. Then they go to that one. Why is it doing that?
Why you gotta watch me hit all day? What? I'm not. I'm not.
All right. I don't know. Right, 2019. That was 2022. And I looked up that trucking name, and it's going back to Texas. King Solomon's Trucking, Houston, Texas, which is strange. I guess it ain't too strange because trucks could be all over the United States. But normally, when you check the ones that are here, they go back to somewhere like Romulus, you know, over there somewhere, but in Michigan. This one is tracing back to Texas.
Ma?
This company. But then it's another one that say Detroit. So
XYZ.
10-8. It's saying it's inactive. 7 changes. 1 change. That's interesting. I'm gonna look more into that. But yes, y'all, I said that towards the end I was gonna play this video. So let me play the video of this guy basically stating that he called one of the numbers that I mentioned earlier in the live that ends in, I think it's 1520. 1520. He says it's supposed to be somebody that lives in East Alexandria. One of the locations that Jarvis went to after leaving Parkcrest Motel, which is not far from here at all. It's like 10 minutes. Everything over here is within the 10-mile radius, but I know that each phone tower is at least, I think, like a mile radius, so it can pick up anywhere in that area. So I believe it's longer than a mile. However, he was stating that he felt like Naziyah is alive and that he feels like he talked to Naziyah and that he believes that she could possibly be alive. You know, I feel like they don't have concrete evidence that she's not, so there's a possibility that she could be as well. So not totally against it, the theory, but we shall see. We shall see, or not. Or not. Seems like they will never really give us the truth here. We gotta just keep digging and digging. Did I say in the video? Yeah, I did. Let's see how good it plays. If we don't,
15, 20.
I'm gonna give it some time to load. Girl, what are you doing?
And again, if you go back to the text messages between Jarvis and
No, but I ain't playing
Naziyah,
good. I'll probably wind up just posting it as a separate
this
video, and then we could talk about it there.
shit right
Cause
here was
I
already
don't
pre
know, this is getting on my nerves right now.
framed.
21 is
And I already removed it, and it's still playing. So yes, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. What do y'all think about the fiance Tatiana Davis? If you think she had anything to do with it, what do you think about the possibility of Naziyah possibly being at the Fort East Alexandria address, being pretty much held there or still being alive? Or do you feel like what Kim Worthy is saying is true about her being unalive right now? I don't know. It's like sometimes I'm on both ends of it because it's like, where is she? Where is Naziyah Harris? Also, what do you think about King not mentioning the sister? And what do you think about King mentioning that he met with Tatiana about Jarvis's phone? And Tatiana saying that didn't happen. What else did we talk about? The sister not mentioning that she's seeing Naziyah possibly face to face. Oh, y'all. Okay. Look, my hair need to be clean. Don't talk about me. I know I need to wash my hair in case you've seen it. All right. Just let me know what you think down in the comments. It's been a journey tonight, but I will come back. The timestamp now is 2:34, so it's been 2 hours and 34 minutes. I think this is enough to give y'all to think about until next time. Oh, also, what y'all think about seeing Jarvis on the GPS at the shop that the baby said looks like a castle? What do you think about that and the camera footage that could possibly be picked up there that they may be trying to avoid playing in court? And why haven't Frank been arrested at this point? Frank, Frank, Frank need to be right along in there with damn Jarvis. Frank probably the one putting money on his books. I'm just saying. But y'all have a grand morning, a grand day. Have a big, beautiful day on purpose. Okay? Don't let nobody take you off your square. It's a they problem, not a you problem. And be better than you was yesterday. And that's how you avoid all competition. And I will see y'all later. Peace, peace, family. I'm Tad and I'm out.
Bye.